Coming to non-metals, so you have learned that there are very few non-metals compared to the metals. Okay, some of them are carbon, oxygen, sulfur, hydrogen, nitrogen, chlorine, and etc. There are so many non-metals. Only few I have written here. Okay, non-metals are either solids or gases, except bromine, which is this bromine is a liquid. Except this bromine, all are either solids or gases. Here, carbon and chlorine, sulfur, these are all solids. Oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. So these three are gases. Students, do you think non-metals also have a physical properties similar to that of metals? Okay, we'll find out that. Students, here in this table, I have taken two non-metals as an example. One is oxygen and iodine. Okay, so the symbol of oxygen is O. The type of surface, it is not shiny. You know that it is a gas. Okay, so hardness, no. So malleability, no. Ductility, it cannot be converted into thin wires. No, you cannot convert a non-metal into thin wires. And this oxygen will not conduct electricity. And here sonorous. So sonorous means they will not produce any sound when in heat and hard surface. Okay, so this about oxygen. Next is iodine. Iodine symbol is I. It is a shiny surface. So this iodine is present in a salt, right? So it is shiny surface. Okay, it has a luster. So hardness, it is not hard, and it cannot be converted into a thin sheet, and it cannot be converted into a thin wire. And even this iodine cannot conduct electricity, and it cannot produce sound. They are not sonorous. Okay, so these by seeing this we can infer that here the non-metal properties are opposite to the properties of metals. Okay, they have not shiny surface, they are now soft, they're not non-malleable, non-ductility, and they're bad conductor of electricity, and they are not sonorous. Okay, these are the properties of a non-metals. By the conclusion of the properties of metals and non-metals, so we can infer that we cannot group elements according to their physical properties alone. Okay, by using these physical properties we cannot group the elements, as there are many exceptions. Okay, there are many exceptions as you have seen. So see here, so some non-metals have shiny surface and some metals have not a shiny surface. So okay, there are so many exceptions in this. Now we'll see some exceptional properties of metals and non-metals. Okay, all the metals except mercury exist as solids at room temperature. Okay, as I told, this mercury, it is called as a liquid metal. Okay, it is liquid at room temperature. But all other metals except this mercury exist as a solids at room temperature. Iron, copper, sodium, potassium, all are solids. But this mercury is a liquid at room temperature. Students, you know that these metals have a high melting point, right? So except this gallium and cesium. Okay, cesium, so all the metals have a high melting point. Okay, this gallium and cesium have a low melting point. Except this gallium and the cesium, all the metals have a high melting point. And next one is iodine. As I already told, iodine is a non-metal, right? So it is a lustrous, means it is having a shiny surface. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಉಪ್ಪಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಉಪ್ಪು ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಶೈನಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಶೈನಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಲಸ್ಟ್ರಸ್. ಸೊ ಲಸ್ಟ್ರಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದು ಯಾವುದು, ಲಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಶೈನಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅಯೋಡಿನ್, it is a lustrous condition. And next coming to this carbon. Carbon, it is a non-metal, right? So it can exist in a different forms. Carbon can exist in different forms. So each form it is called as allotroph. Okay, allotroph. Okay, this about these carbon allotrophs you are going to study in the carbon and its compound chapter. So coming to this diamond and a graphite are the allotropes of the carbon. This graphite and diamond is purely made up of a carbon. And diamond, it is an allotrope of carbon and it is the hardest natural substance known, and it has a high melting point. It has a high melting point. So non-metals have a property of high melting point, right? But this diamond has a high melting point. It is a non-metal. And one more thing, graphite. Graphite is also an allotrope of carbon. No? So this graphite, it is also conduct electricity. Okay, in they'll use in the electrodes. ಈ graphite electrode ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ graphite, it will conduct electricity. So electricity conduct ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಯಾವುದು? ಮೆಟಲ್ದು. Is it right? So here there are some exceptions that, so in case of carbon, diamond and graphite. Diamond is the hardest material and they have a high melting point. That is a property of a metal. But illi non-metals ge ee property ide. And a graphite which conduct electricity. It is a property of metal. Metals who conduct electricity conduct ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿರೋದು. But in case of this graphite, it is producing electricity. Okay, these are the some exceptions. Alkali metals. Alkali metals means these are the metals which is present in the first group of the periodic table. Periodic table na first group alliro metals na alkali metals anta karitare. Okay, in that lithium, sodium and potassium are so soft. Okay, these metals are soft. Students, remember that all the metals I told, metals are hard in nature, right? But these metals, lithium, sodium and potassium are soft, that they can be cut with a knife. Knife ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಕ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ತರ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಈ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ನ. Okay, so these are the exceptional cases. And these exceptions shows that only physical properties alone is not a basis for classification of metals and non-metals. Okay, so if you study the chemical properties of a metals and non-metals, then we can classify the elements. So I hope you have understood, students. Thank you.